my name is Eileen Sepulveda and I will be talking about Phencyclidine, which I will be referring to as PCP throughout this presentation. You may not recognize the name PCP or Phencyclidine, but it has other names such as dust, angel dust, PCE, rocket fuel, and elephant tranquilizer. And I'm pretty sure you've heard of others. PCP can be taken in various methods like being injected, swallowed, snorted, or smoked. Okay, so here is a little history about PCP. It was first developed in 1956 by Park Davis Laboratories of Detroit for veterinary medicine, and it was used for a short while as a general anesthetic in humans. However, they stopped using it because the ones who went under PCP for general anesthetic showed horrible destructive behaviors like jumping out of windows to self-mutilating. Towards the middle and the end of the 1960s, PCP rose in popularity due to making the PCP users feel a sense of euphoria and invincibility. This, however, was very short-lived, and it was not enough to keep PCP on the streets. It was discovered that it had scary and dangerous effects. So what makes PCP so dangerous is what it's made out of. Its ingredients are nothing found in nature. PCP is made of dangerous industrial chemicals, including cyanide, which is a deadly poison, and chemicals that are used to make motor fuels, paint remover, and plastics. As declared by the Controlled Substance Act, PCP is a Schedule II drug, meaning that it has a high potential for abuse that can lead to physical and psychological dependence. PCP is believed to be one of the most dangerous drugs for abuse. PCP is labeled as a hallucinogen and has a dissociative effect. That means that PCP users feel distant and detached from their surroundings. Psychological effects of PCP include drowsiness, paranoia, anxiety, delusions, confusion, suicidal thoughts, and hallucination. Physical effects of PCP include having trouble speaking, dizziness, blurred vision, impaired motor skills, numbness, slow shadow breathing, irregular heartbeat, loss of consciousness, coma, and convulsions. The effects of PCP are labeled as dangerous because they tend to mimic those of schizophrenia, and they can last up to a year after taking the drug. Long-term effects of PCP users have developed symptoms of depression, weight loss, memory loss, and difficulties with learning and speech. PCP does not take long to kick in, especially if it is being injected, snorted, or smoked. PCP's threshold depends on what way it is taken and how much body fat one has. Usually, PCP's threshold when smoked is about 2 to 5 minutes. However, if it is taken orally, it takes about 30 to 60 minutes for the user to feel an effect. The reason for this is because the PCP has to be processed by the digestive system first, before entering your bloodstream. These effects last anywhere from 6 to 24 hours, but can last up to 48 hours. And what's interesting about how long PCPs last in one body is that it can last even longer due to the amount of body fat one has. And this is because PCP is fat soluble, so the lipid stores in PCP and fatty tissues hang on to it a little longer, causing PCP to have a way longer effect. Some dangers of PCP besides addiction are that the cumulative effect can trigger life-threatening seizures, flashbacks, which are hallucinations, speech problems, severe depression, coma, toxic psychosis, and even death. Another danger of using PCP is its negative effect with combining with other substances such as marijuana, cocaine, narcotics, alcohol, sleep aids, and cough medicine. Any interaction with these and PCP can depress the central nervous system, which is in charge of our emotions, thoughts, and movements. It is important to be able to recognize when an overdose is going to be occurring. Call 911 when you recognize the following symptoms. A grand safety tip for PCP is not to use it. And if you are going to use PCP, stick to a low dose. Do not do it by yourself. Don't do it frequently. Do not mix. Use it in a safe place and stay hydrated. And if you happen to be struggling with PCP use, get support. Some options of support are finding a support group through the Support Group Project, talking to your primary health care provider, or calling the National Helpline. Thank you and stay safe.